So the first advice is follow the money.
Mm.
I've said this several times, and with following the money, it is not about the job that pays you the most now. It is about 3, 4, 5 years down the line. Where do you have the most opportunity? Where do you have a lot more better outcome, right? And you can project this in different way. There are different metrics to look at, different ways to research that. The internet is a great resource. Look at that. So follow the money, right? How is your company investing in these things? How is the industry investing? What is the economic policies that is impacting those things? What would the job market look like because of those economic policies? That's one thing. Now, I think the dilemma people have is that they think that everything that they have learned isn't important. So um, I was a camera boy in my church at some point. I have co-owned a university magazine, a university magazine. I've been part of a university newspaper. I have volunteered for an all men's magazine. I have built a social media strategy for a youth church that involved audio editing. All of this is over 10 years ago. Now, if you think about my marketing career today, you would say all those things I know, how has it impacted me? Well, if I have a campaign and I bring on a
Yeah.
videographer, I know what I expect of you, right? If I am making a pitch about certain things, I know that the audio quality. There was a time where I used to volunteer to go and do presentation for
Mm.
salespeople, who everybody was worked up. Going to those conversations introduced me to certain challenges that sales have. So what I would say is consider life as a learning opportunity. Every opportunity that you have. There's a saying that says, if you're invited into a spaceship, don't say where would I sit. Jump on, figure out that later, right? So every skill that you can learn that makes you better as a person or on the job, learn as much as possible. If you're very very early on in your career, you can do two things. You can go and discover so many things and figure out what resonates with you. Don't follow your passion, please. Follow where there's higher value for you to have better outcomes, because the way we are designed to follow our passion, we typically will choose things that
Mm.
are comfortable, things that look
Mm.
trendy, things that don't deliver the best value for us, except you've been exposed to these other things that I'm talking about. But most people averagely, will choose the things that are this thing. Don't do that, right? So that's one design. The other design is that you've already done sales because of your company. You worked in very early stage companies. There's not a lot of structure. That is really fantastic. All those skills can help you into whatever you decide to do. It's up to you. And then again, at the end of the day, I think that the constant things are value doesn't lie.
Mm.
If you're constantly delivering value across those things with all those things that you've learned, you continue to notice that you're giving more responsibilities. You continue to notice that you're taking in more. You're always learning in more. And like they say, the reward for
You
a good or a
are.
great job
Yeah.
is more job and more work. So also be open to that as you're expecting to maybe either niche down or find the best thing for yourself. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. Very clear. Don't follow your passion. It's a lie. I go say you don't have passion for cement. Nobody has passion for it doesn't smell good. Don't follow your passion.
Passion for delivering value.
Yes, I just want everybody to know that. I just put it in your head that there's something that is something I work with. Uh, I think is when I was discussing with you. I always tell myself that it was one of my. I want to remember the name of the person that told me that Wala Adeyemo. Wala Adeyemo is like one of my mentors. I talk to him always. He has a startup in Nigeria. So in the early days of my career, he came to a webinar and he said, we should always look at ourselves like gold. And if we go out of this webinar now and they're walking on the streets and we see gold on the floor, that we you not want to pick the gold? And everyone was like, yes, we'll pick the gold now. He just said, okay, that there's no company that he knows of that is not ironing. That everybody, that as they are laying off, they're also ironing. He said, why? He say, if you can prove to somebody that you make money for them, you add value for them, they will always hire you. And then when I was speaking to Shema the other day, he said, as a marketer, if you can go to somebody and say, look, this is how I will make 100 million, they will bring you on board. So that has been in my head. That look, if you can just prove that you are valuable, don't worry, don't worry.
We're all we're all salesmen. I remember Shema Adeola saying that we're in marketing, but we're here to do sales. And really, that's what it is: value, value, value across whatever that is. It's just what it's about. Yeah.
Stop doing just your job. Oh, this my JD. This my. I was saying something that I don't use JD. Oh. If I go into your team like this, I always look for what can I do? 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 Just give me tags and let me do. So that at least I know I'm doing something. It's not JD. It's not my JD. My JD is to send emails. So I'm not concerned about sales. No, now you should be concerned about what is the sales that my email is bringing. A graphic designer should be concerned that the graphics I did for you to run ads, did it convert? Be concerned. Be concerned. people, people just want to do BM.
So the the graphic design example, I had a conversation with a friend recently, and then I think I posted it online. I was saying that Airbnb rebranded, and they also launched certain new features and sort of products and services on their platform. And all I was hearing was, oh, look at the design, look at the app design, look at how fantastic it is, and all of that, but there's no conversation around what is the value these things are going to
Mm,
deliver. Is this is this an opportunity to increase, annual
mm,
recurring income or monthly recurring income? And then I told him that this is why designers don't become graphic or product designers don't become heads of
creative,
marketing, because you guys are always focused on
aesthetic.
creative, 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 creative. Creative is nice, creative is nice, aesthetic is nice, but at the end of the day, how does it drive bottom line? And the truth is that design can drive bottom line. It does, but it's being able to communicate that, and
Mm,
also, with every design, focusing on what it's supposed to get people to do, is what I think sets designers apart. And with every designer I have worked with, that are those that think about to say,